Hey, welcome to Draffet Store. I'm Draffet. This week it's going to be actually a two-parter because I couldn't decide on which I was going to do it on. The first part's going to be on sugar and other sweeteners. Second part will be on the FDA. You have to bear with me because I am chewing on some food. The first part, back and forth, everybody, oh, sugar's bad for you, sugar's good for you, or not good for you for this reason, that reason, whatever. Then you get all these sweeteners. Oh, this sweetener's better for you than sugar because it doesn't do this, it doesn't do that. Okay, aspartame, which is a sweetener, is supposedly the safest thing on the market because of all the testing it's done. The FDA's said it's good. Independent a bunch of different studies said it's good, and healthy for you. There was some controversy when it first got produced, whether or not it's viable or not. Well, that's neither here nor there. I mean, other sweeteners include sucralose, which is more or less Splenda, and a bunch of other ones. Now, some of them have actually been banned. I know at least one or two in the last 15 years where it got put on the market, was on the market, found out it was harmful to people, got pulled from the market, so on. Here's my take on it. First off, from my personal experience studying, sugar is in just about everything, whether it's soda, candy bar, piece of fruit, in different forms. Okay, that's what corn syrup is sugar made from the remains of corns. Cane sugar made from cane. All right. Now, from what I understand from reading an article in one of the local newspapers, Detroit News or Free Press, I can't remember which. And disclaimer: I don't and not hold any stock or whatever in either company. I'm just doing them by name. It's This was back probably about 15 years ago, give or take. It was going over, pros and cons of sugar. Well, here's the thing. You need a certain amount of sugar in your diet to do all the bodily functions that need to be done. Now, that said, according to scientists, the same amount of sugar that you need is also the same amount of sugar that starts breaking down your cellular structure, your muscles, and whatever. Okay, I can't eat or drink anything without a little bit of sugar in it. I'm sorry, I'm just like my stuff tastes sweet. Now, that said, now with all these controversies with these other sweeteners, why would you go non-natural? Okay, I'm sorry, if I'm making tea, I'm putting sugar, I'm putting honey in it. I do have another natural sweetener, I can't remember what it's called offhand. It's from a plant. It's liquid like honey. I haven't tried it yet. I will when I get a chance. Okay, I try not to eat anything that does eat or drink anything that does have a non-natural sweetener in it. Sometimes I don't catch it until after I started the first gulp. I'm like, hell with it, I gotta drink it, and then started off and gotta drink it anyways. Okay, like I said, I like my sugar. I will put sugar over a non-natural substance any day. I'm sorry. That's just how I am. Okay, you can give me all the studies you want in whatever. I'm going to tell you this: it's not natural. Wasn't found in nature. It's based off of something found in nature, but it's not natural. If you can tell me with the long-term effects of it stored in the body after 10, 15, 20 years and say it's safe, fine. If you can't, well, sorry, I'm going to stick with my stuff with sugar in it. And yes, this does have sugar in it. It says it right here. Natural sugar. Okay. Now, with that said, get back to aspartame. Yes, I did do a little research on it and found that since it's been around, it's had so much controversy whether it's safe or whether it's not. They do said that there's a small percentage of like between 1 to 10% of the population that it does affect and gives them headaches. Well, here's the thing: if you do the mathematics on the subject, okay, here in the United States, the population ranges between 350 to 400 million people. Even 10% of that is right around 30 to 40 million people that it affects. Now, if it's 5%, it's more like right around, do the math, of 15 million. Drop it down to 10%, 10%, okay, down to 1%, that's like 1 to 2 million people. Okay, if you do the math, that is the population of a big city, okay, whether it's here in Detroit, whether it's New York City, the equivalent of what aspartame hurts is the population of one city, and they allow it on the market. Totally bullshit in my mind. Okay, that it can be so harmless, and yet the percentage of the population it can hurt is one major city. Okay, that would be like dropping a nuke on New York and wiping out everybody in New York at one time. So if you put something out on the market and you say, well, it only hurts 1%, that's a huge 1% in our population. If it was 1% and our population was like 100,000 people, that's a different story. When you start getting in large populations, it hurts big time. That's why I say go natural. Fuck if it, all these doctors are saying that this is toxic, that's toxic. It's natural. Okay, yes, natural products do harm you. Okay, I can list a whole bunch of stuff that can harm you that's natural. But if you're going to do it in moderation. That means you find out, I don't mean research it and find out how much you need every day. That means, fine, sugar, hurts, puts on this. Okay, yes, I do have a tire and I know where it came from. And it's from drinking a lot of sugar-oriented pops. Okay, and I've been trying to get rid of it for the last 5 or 6 years unsuccessfully. That said, I will, how can you tell me you're not going to choose something that's natural? Like I said, you eat 4 apples a day and you've gotten above the recommended dose of sugar in your diet. You eat a bunch of strawberries, you get double the dose of what your body's supposed to have for the day for sugar. You make a smoothie, you're getting sugar from all the fruit you just blended. Okay, if you have a vegetarian diet and you're getting sugar in your diet. If you're eating oranges, it doesn't matter. You're getting some kind of natural sugar in your diet, and it's probably above the limit of what breaks down your cellular structures. So here's my advice: just do natural. Okay, whether it's natural, cane sugar, whether it's high fructose corn syrup. Stay away from aspartame or anything that scientists say is safe for you. Okay, because it's not natural, plain and simple. All the preservatives in our food, they're not natural. Or some of them are, but most of them are, so we don't know what long-term effects of most of the, anything in our food. So, plain and simple, go natural. This is Draffet, and I'll be with you in a few for the second part of this on the FDA. Have fun.